for him to be transferred to house arrest in the Netherlands. The appeal filed by Senators Bongo, Ronald De La Rosa, and Robin Padilla cites Duterte's advanced age and ailments. The 80-year-old Duterte is detained at the custodial facility of the International Criminal Court. He's awaiting trial for crimes against humanity allegedly committed during his administration's war on drugs.
Philippine state prosecutors have filed a motion for reconsideration before the Muntinlupa City Court to convict party list Representative Laila de Lima in her illegal drugs case. In their appeal, prosecutors said the recantation of witness Rafael Ragos was not sufficient to impair his original testimony. Last June 25, the court reiterated its decision to acquit de Lima after the case was remanded by the Court of Appeals in April. The DOJ prosecutor said the judge did not substantially comply with the directive of the appellate court and erred in ascribing weight to the recantation of Ragos. In a statement sent to ABS-CBN News, de Lima said she cannot understand what the DOJ prosecutors are trying to do, calling the move maddening.
The Philippine government mulls charges against supposed obstructionists who are trying to link First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos to the cocaine overdose death in the U.S. of Filipino businessman Paulo Tantoco. An administration spokesperson dismissed what she says was a fake Los Angeles police report which supposedly indicated the First Lady was held for questioning about the incident. Pia Gutierrez reports.
Malacanang is contemplating filing legal charges against personalities spreading a fake U.S. police report linking First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos to the death of Rustan Sion Juan Paulo Tantoco in Los Angeles, California last March 8. An initial summary report by the LA County Coroner revealed that Tantoco died in his hotel room due to cocaine effects, with probable atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease listed as other significant conditions. His death came as the First Lady was in LA to attend the Manila International Film Festival. Malacanang had earlier denied circulating reports that the First Lady had been summoned by the police for questioning over Tantoco's death. But a screenshot of a supposed police report by the Beverly Hills Police Department that had since gone viral on social media supposedly proved otherwise. This has led the First Lady's sister-in-law, Senator Amy Marcos, to call on Malacanang to release a comprehensive report on the circumstances surrounding Tantoco's death, including the supposed involvement of the First Lady. Malacanang, however, said the viral police report is nothing but fake news.
Ang sinasabing police report na naipost sa Facebook ay isang malaking kasinungalingan. Kahit kayo po mismo ay maaaring mag-imbestiga sa nasabing lugar sa Beverly Hills Police Department para malaman nyo na yung nilagay sa Facebook na may guhit na color pink, kung di ako nagkakamali, ang parting yun ay dinagdag lamang. Nag-start ang mga salitang, and I quote, "and the cause of initially suspected to be drug overdose," up to the word Miro, yan po ay dinagdag lamang. Ito ay mga gawain upang masira ang unang ginang, ang Pangulo, at ang administrasyon na ito para sa pang-personal na interes.
Castro further clarified that Tantoco was not part of the official entourage of the First Lady and that Marcos was attending a formal event at the time of his death.
Tandaan po natin, ang unang ginang po, nung siya ay nasa Los Angeles, ay meron po siyang security service na provide ng US. At meron din po siyang asamang PSG. Hindi rin po siya nag-stay sa nasabing hotel ni Mr. Tantoco. Iba po ang kanyang hotel. At meron po siya mga activities. March 8, makikita niyo po sa screen na mayroong konsyerto para sa Pilipino. Makikita niyo sa larawan din, Secretary Cristina Frasco. March 8 yan ginanap, hapon hanggang gabi. Paano masasabi ng mga obstructionist na to ng mga fake news peddlers na to ang patungkol sa nakita nilang mga tao doon sa vicinity.
The palace official also slammed what she calls obstructionists and fake news peddlers behind the report, saying that legal charges against them are being studied.
Nakakalungkot dahil yung mga pribadong tao na nagluluksa ay nadadamay sa pamumulitika. Ginagamit ng ibang mga obstructionists para masira ang First Lady, ang Pangulo at ang administrasyon na ito. Nakakahiya ang kanilang mga ginagawa.
Meanwhile, the palace says the First Lady does not appear concerned by the controversy.
Pero wala pong ikinababahala ang unang gilang dahil alam po niya ang katotohanan at makikita mismo ang mga records na yan.
ABS-CBN News is also requesting an official copy of the police report from the Beverly Hills Police Department. Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN News.
A majority of Filipinos believe Vice President Sara Duterte should face her impeachment case. In a